Hey everyone, Meowcity here. We're back playing Darkest Dungeon again today, and the goal for today is really to be building up the hamlet as much as possible and to be upgrading our adventurers as much as possible. I know that's kind of been the ongoing theme, but to be getting into the Crimson Court, I kind of feel like we need to get a few of our groups up to level 4 and to be getting them upgraded skills and weapons and armor. So that's kind of going to be the goal for the next few episodes. And just if anything, this episode's going to be a little bit off. I'm going to be... something went up with my mic, so I'm going to be actually voicing over this episode rather than like talking during the episode. For some reason it muted through the entire episode rather than, even though the mic was on, it wasn't muted, things like that. So there's going to be a lot more cuts than normal. I'm going to be cutting a lot more things out. So just so you're aware, this episode is going to have a bit of a different flow. We're going to be going to the Warrens, we're going to be trying to get the Bright Tambourine there, and we're going to be trying to find the thing from the stars again so we can get more shards and get more deeds, because we obviously need a lot of those. Stock up on some supplies.
Even the fiercest beast will lay down when it is not eaten.
And we're actually doing a little bit of a stranger mission here. We have to gather 3 grain sacks. I'm not entirely sure if they're in the curio rooms or if they're in the... or I wasn't at the time of doing this, if they were in the curio rooms or if they could be gotten in the hallways. So the goal was to be going everywhere I could. We found one in the curio room, so that should have been a hint.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in
But
blood.
I'm sweeping everywhere I can. If you hear a little bell in the background, my cat has these zoomies, and she has a bell on her collar that she absolutely loves. And I think that's the first time we found the centaur, or I think it's actually called the swine tar. It has a lot of protection and blight resistance for what it is. Take out cultists.
Singular strike.
Get some bleed going on him because he has way too much health.
Slowly, gently.
Get some coffee because I found this happened way too early in the morning. And can we take out that cultist? No.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Looks like he has really poor accuracy, which is nice. And, I mean, that style of helmet kind of gives that away. It's a lot of damage over time.
Slow death.
A lot of money, too.
Unforgiving.
And screw that thing in particular. Got a heart so we can get bleed going on both of them. Hopefully take out that gladiator.
A death by inch.
There was one left. Can't hit us. Get on top of this stress. think I was checking the light chance there. Now he'll bleed to death, so I can just keep recovering. So I'm not sure why I went into that with so much stress.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Use the bandage to take out the bleed. Get some much needed
Packs
deeds.
laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Checking to see if the grain sacks could be found in the hallways here. And then, of course, stuff from the Crimson Court, which needs to be taken care of so quickly so I don't get the Crimson Curses.
A faint hope blossoms.
And there's that stress back that we were working so hard to get rid of. And take him out.
Destroyed.
Get rid of that stress again.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Bleed him out. And... oh. I thought I was gonna
Destroy.
take him out. I already forgot what I did last night. Keep forgetting those things can stun too.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
A lot of heirlooms on those things, though, I'll admit that. Bones and, no, not touching that.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Alright, there's a second green sack. Get rid of those stress people. Though I can't hit the vomit pig. Very easily, at least. Oh, the egg. I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing that right. It sounds so bad. There's some... oh no. Didn't get the bleed. And the drum piggy's down. Oh, spotted fever.
Balanced. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Don't think touching a thing's a good idea,
Be
but
wary. Triumphant pride
gotta figure out what to do with it.
dizzying fall.
Oh, this is a bad idea. Can't remember what to do with it. If it's, I think I thought I had to
The darkness
turn out
holds
the
much
light,
worse
and then
than
it
mere
says
trickery.
place a torch in there, so yeah, this is a bad idea.
Behold the infinite
Instantly get
malignity
surprised
of the
from
stars.
something that we knew was going to happen to an extent. Have to rearrange the group. Instantly kill this thing as fast as possible. Clapper Claw. Each of those things is going to cause a bunch of stress. We need to heal. Can we get rid of those in one hit? Fix a credit.
Inspiration and improvement.
Him. Oh, this thing's dangerous. It's hard to take those extra level things out. They can even dodge. It's not good that he's bleeding and at death's door. This is like a really bad spot to be in. Keep playing on the damage, I suppose. Although stress relief would be a good idea. Yeah, do that.
Injury and despondence set the stage for
Gonna have to
hours
heal
of
again.
or cowardice.
Thankfully, that occultist can heal for a lot when he needs
Teetering
to.
on the brink, facing the abyss.
At the same time, in clutch positions when he really needs to, he doesn't come through. I think I was thinking if the grotesque shambler dies, the other things die too. That's a really nice bleed there, 8 damage. So he's got 25, not 29. One hit, that thing dies. But those don't go away.
Between worlds,
That was my
no
mistake.
place for mortal men.
Was not expecting this to happen.
A moment of valor shines brightest against the backdrop of despair.
Alright, let's try to take these out. Got really high protection though, so they're a little harder than it seems. And they can dodge somehow, even though they're like little boots in place. so that might not do much damage, but it does have bleed on it, which basically guarantees one dies. My heart sunk the first time I did that and it didn't kill him. Like, oh wait, bleed. And him going for that store is kinda what saved everyone. If that wouldn't have like killed the other Clabberclaw. And then we got a unique item, the Ancestor's Candle, which is really good there.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
15% damage, 2 speed, 5 dodge if above 50 torch, and then 10% extra stress, which is kind of in consideration. I'm kind of figuring out how to get everything in my inventory there. Wait, I need to heal. Kind of put food in there. Get some of that light back that we doused. Wasn't seeing the fact that we had an additional onyx in there.
Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
Not sure why I keep hitting that button. Camping was a really good idea.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope. Find
Checking
victory.
the hallway for the curio and decided that thing I couldn't do anything with. So going down to go, I think it's east, if I can do it directions right. No, west. West, yes. I can do directions. Since don't have really room for the torch, just instantly use it. And there we go. That little cluster is over, and we can get out of there. Six extra deeds on top of what we collected. A little bit of a treasure haul.
May eat, and the swine will not.
And the tambourine for a different Chester. Bunch of different ailments. Now this was kind of interesting. The bumper crop minus 100% supply and provision cost in our next time going out. And everyone on that expedition hit level 4, which was really nice. We do have to heal the egg and spotted fever. Spotted fever is minus 50% resistance, and the egg is 10% damage, 3 speed, and 10% less health. That was really bad. And then de-stress the occultist there, because he got it kind of bad. Then looking at this, I was not really too impressed with any of the trinkets. I think I went for the Berserker Charm. Brawler's gloves were okay too for certain stuff, but yeah, Berserker Charm is the one that stood out the most to me. So we went back into the ruins. I didn't realize that the Bounty Hunter could be set in position 3 for how I wanted to use them too, so I kind of hodgepodged that. Use some of these extra trinkets on the Bounty Hunter. since supplies were absolutely free, I went with it. Probably should have grabbed more keys.
Can the defiled be consecrated? Can the fallen find rest?
Always take more blood when it's given at this point. I didn't notice until about here that it was activate 3 corrupted altars, which is why it gave us 3 extra items.
Eradicated. Decimated. Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
Not sure what to think about that spearman. I think he was new at this point too. That duelist advance really helps these situations get that repost going.
Obliterated.
Damage because the AoE. That's ridiculous.
Break.
And the plus accuracy for the leopard was like, that blew my mind. Because of what Kiwi brought. Should have brought more. Once again, screw that thing in particular. He deserves that. And how did he go to wasting already? I think he's another new one, that big guy. He kind of blew my mind with what he could do. Not that he was like especially hard, but he made this fight go on a lot longer than it needed to. See that he has an AoE thing that hits everyone and can stun everyone in the group with a single hit. That's what kind of went, oh, he's bad.
Destroyed.
Does a decent amount of damage too. I just realized that's his only attack. So he can do it from any position. That bounty hunter with those two trinkets is doing a lot of damage. Don't even really need marked. think I did that just to reposition the big guy. Bam, he's down.
Just size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
More blood. It's
This
always a good
expedition
thing.
at least promises success.
I think I knew that these would be in curio rooms, so I just went right. Should have known better for the confessional booths. That ghoul has a lot of protection too for what it is. Didn't notice that Howl put horror on everyone. That point blank, it really does something.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate
I think it was about here I realized I could use him in the third slot, and they could just keep trading point blanks, which is what I originally wanted them in the group for. Because the third slot in this group was supposed to be a Plague Doctor, and then the Plague Doctor died. It's hard to replace a higher level of something you don't have, so I just filled with what I could.
The abyss returns even the boldest gaze.
And it's here I realized in this fight that how much they can strip away your torches, because wow.
The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Yeah, I'm already down to light level 2. And they keep stressing us out too.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
That's one way to take care of it.
Give them no quarter. Seize this momentum.
Just realized how much food I had at this point. And I would probably get claustrophobic looking at an Iron Maiden too. Like, especially close up at a real one. I was going down because we didn't scout there, and I would regret if that was the one that we needed to go to more than if it was like, hey, we only needed to go one space and then all the way up. But nope, it was a dead end. Better to go the one space and then back up rather than like 4 spaces and then 4 spaces back to get to the one. those arrows sticking out of it? No, no, that's like... I'm not sure where that plant is. I wanted to say something, but that was gonna be wrong. And why is he reading books? Books are bad. And I'm not sure about that whole stealth thing. I don't understand why random enemies just have it. I thought it'd be like a specific class of enemies that have the stealth, but no, it's just random enemies. The bounty hunter pulling through again. That bandit has horrible aim for someone we can't see him shooting at us. Can't do anything, so get rid of the corpse. Not a bad idea. Blue sapphires were pretty penny, so I think I wanted to get it. Yeah.
Or is it merely
sacrifice our one
trick of the
torch.
light?
Like, here's another enemy with stealth, but it's just like a basic jobber that otherwise I wouldn't expect to have, you know, stealth. Now that we can finally hit him.
Foolish horrors, brought low and
Don't know
driven
why I
into the
wanted
mud.
that helmet. I think it was just to sell it or as a spare bounty hunter one.
Mortality
That
clarified in a
hurt.
single strike. decisive pummeling. The ground quakes.
That bounty hunter is pulling through ever since we got him. But that occultist, ever since he went insane, is not doing his job too well. Probably should have healed here. Yeah, that 14 crit.
Body and brain.
And there we lose Dismas.
Another life wasted in the pursuit of glory and gold.
That really hurts. At least we get his trinkets back, though. I actually thought we lost the Crimson Courtyard
Triumphant
one.
pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
So we have to do some finagling to get stuff back.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
And then all that stuff just goes. And basically using stress relief as much as we can during the camp.
As the light gains purchase,
There
spirits are lifted,
is the quest
purpose
complete.
is made clear.
Got the Berserker Charm, got a
Belongs
lot
to
of
the
money.
light.
Got a good amount of heirlooms, which is very helpful. Just lost Dismas, which is gonna be really bad for this group in the long run. Gotta replace a Highwayman, which is gonna kinda hurt. Be hard to do. Not sure how we're gonna do that. So that's gonna be something I'm gonna have to look into for the next few episodes. Gonna have to do some major stress relief. We do want that Houndmaster for a different group. The level 1 group we're building down there.
A lawman and his faithful beast. A bond forged by battle and bloodshed.
But otherwise, for the next few episodes, we're probably going to be looking at leveling up all of the areas around here, trying to get like the Weald and the Cove especially up so we can get those apprentice level bosses out of the way. If we can get our final adventure for that group and use them to knock those bosses out, because otherwise we have no way of fighting those apprentice level bosses. So that, and we kind of want that bloody herb there for I think it's Louis there. Can't really pronounce that name, but that's kind of what to look forward to in the next episode. We're gonna keep building the hamlet in future episodes, and try to get level 4 adventures with better blacksmithing and guild skills, so we can step back into the Crimson Court. That's kind of more the long haul for the next few episodes. With that being said, I wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and have a good one.